Ho, ho, ho! It's June! And the folks over at Keitai Archive came bearing gifts, which is that a few previously thought lost FF7 flip phone games have since been archived and preserved. Lost and found media, if you will. In a few cases, only the trial versions, like with Before Crisis and the Dirge Cerberus mini-sequel, but goddamn, is it still amazing to have, even if not always perfect. I mean, this shit was a bitch in a hell to run, and it's tiny, and I don't know how to make it untiny, but all the same, because I can finally actually experience a small bit of this microscopic man's wee adventure. Y'all gotta understand, I'm like the Dirge Cerberus fan. It's how I truly fell in love with FF7 as a kid. I still play the PS2 game basically yearly, kind of. I got the keychains, and I've been looking at screenshots of its long dead online mode my whole damn life, wondering who the fuck Argento is and why they look so cool. And similarly, I was also obsessed with the idea of a wee Dirge mini-sequel just existing right outside of view. And so now, here it is. 5 whole levels of it. So fuck it, if I need a magnifying glass to see shit, I'm still happy as all hell. And smallness aside, it's wild how good it all works, too. Ostensibly translating the PS2's visual style and somehow even gameplay to work with this fucking shit. Directions and a big fuck off button in the middle. Push the button to aim, push it again to shoot and move forward, to leave aim and back to walk. Same buttons, shit's genius. And also, behold where we are shooting too, as we got the whole damn town under Junon put in here, with the beach, Priscilla's house, and the puzzle by way of explosions. Then we even get to ride the elevator up top right into an epic set piece. It's genuinely just more Dirge Cerberus, really giving us exactly what it did. Meat-headed action, more explore of the FF7 world, and a cool dark aura. And besides, Scrunkly Phone Vincent is just about as cute as the original PS1 version's main game model Vincent. Little brood man, my son, my child, baby boy. Mwah. Yeah, that's right, assholes. Vincent is my son. I will protect him, so y'all better back off, capiche? And then there's Before Crisis. Funny RPG Maker walks no more. Instead, we get super stiff mobile phone combat now. Woo! Seriously though, all these Wii renders and animations, the stylish menus, the tons and tons of story and Nomura OCs, and the cutscenes with actual directing and pacing that's way dynamic for what it is, all reek shit, piss, and cum high effort. They ate. They cooked. These 2 releases might as well be the most ambitious flip phone games ever made for all we know, which is just as well, being that the original FF7 was shooting for the stars with all of its dumb side stuff too. Like it had the 3D shmup roller coaster, the motorcycle, the submarine combat, the entire Wutai, Zack, and Vincent side stories, and my favorite minigame of all, the snowboarding. Yeah, baby, that's right. Snowboarding is what is happening this year. Let's go! A large part of why it is my favorite, to be fair, is the town associated with it, as I love its warm, glowing, flickering lights and wooden buildings, and the child's building a snow person, and the bouncer as doormat. Something that really stands out to me too regarding this town is the fact that you can always see the snowy outside from inside. The vast majority of interiors in all other regions have black darkness surrounding, but in Icicle Inn they make sure you see the cozy contrast. The bright white cold and dog outside versus the wooden warm glows and cats inside. God, this fucking lighting too. Like the outside view, it's also not used so much throughout the game, hence why it really makes the glowy warmth stick out here extra hard. Same way most bars elsewhere is seedy, jazzy, noir as hell, and yet the Icicle Inn bar is being as wholesome as a hot cup of cocoa. It's also where you re-meet the funny snowboard bros from Costa del Sol again, and that's such just an encapsulation of a lot of what I find so cute about FF7 in general. These random NPCs with a setup and payoff micro-narrative 10 hours apart. I only noticed it because I was playing through the game with the explicit intent to snowboard, so these two bros talking about it super stuck out to me. Most people are not gonna notice or remember, and yet I still love that it's here. Legit, I adore these moments too. There's just so much attention to detail seeping out of Seven's pores, from the many homes having toilets and bedrooms just to make them seem more like real places, to this beautiful cross-section upstairs, where the snow covers the roof and the balcony gives views unique to this one special little town that is easily one of my favorite towns in gaming overall. And so here it is on mobile phone with this incredible rendition of the soundtrack. Beautiful. Brings a tear to my eye, it does. As does the wee spunky cloud model and his funny walk cycle, and the fact that this is such a cool immersive concept for a title screen compared to just pressing a start button. It's almost as if this acknowledgement of Icicle Inn's importance to the following snowboarding, as when Clouds walks off screen into the distance, we do end up going straight in there, just as it was in the main game as well. There, we move left and right. Both normally or in a more pivoty around your own axis-y sort of way by way of shoulder button, and one could also brake and jump. It had momentum as well, like you're not picking up speed if you wipe out on a flatter bit until you get to a good downhill section, and honestly, these are some great fucking courses. Split paths, balls rolling on downhill, bridges, crevices, trees, hella jumps. It's a very well-designed arcade game that certainly could stand on its own. Hell, in a weird way, it almost already kind of feels as if it does. Thing is, it's rendered in a higher res and FPS as the base game and sort of loads into it as if a standalone application, just as how, say, Namco PS1 games would do when they booted into arcade boot-up games, or like MGS3 with its Nightmare or 2 with its Skateboard. No music either, it's just the sounds of the wind and the snow beneath thy board. Should you play it at Gold Saucer, you do get music. The bucket chocobo theme for some reason. Which is also here in the phone version. Odd choice, honestly, but hey, I'm the bitch who's about to drop a Minecraft tune in the middle of a video about Final Fantasy VII, so what the fuck do I know? Anyway, being a flip phone game, the controls were always going to be at least a little bit jerkier. Not as physicsy, the turns are less dynamic and a fair bit more immediate, with not as wide of a natural turning arc. On the flip phone flip side, less swerve also means less resistance and friction, so turns are actually a lot easier to make, and to be honest, it doesn't not fit the lack of sound effects either. Like, it runs well, all things considered. And it's fast as hell to boot, so you kinda get this different buttery blasting type feel instead, and otherwise it's all very similar. Got the same 3 courses as you get them at Gold Saucer, with the beginner one being piss easy, proudly showing off this hella hype section where we go straight ahead on a very wide slope. Hell yeah, that's hype as hell. And you know what? Actually, I do seem to remember being here on PS1 and getting like mogged by snow moogles. And where's the trees? The igloos, the rocks, the balloons. You collect those for saucer points, but on flip it's just 2 balloons at the start and that's it. And wait, it also seems to be reframed as a race against the Mogging Moogle. I didn't notice on my first try, cause goddamn is that fucker quick. Even when neck and not crashing, just a mere act of taking a turn too wide doesn't blast off far the fuck away out of view. Shit moves faster too, I think, than it did on PS1. Maybe that's because they couldn't include all the assets due to phone limitations, ratcheting up the speed and making it a race to compensate? Well, no. You see, because I'm a stupid cave woman, my dumb gay ass just picked up the first thing I saw, i.e. the balloon right at the start that enters you into time attack mode, aka the race. If you skip that, which you do have to go out of your way to do, mind you, you enter normal mode, where you can pick up balloons and dodge rocks and fucking cactuses. Wait, what? And it's a fair bit slower again. Like this, it genuinely is basically 1-to-1 of what you get when you play it at the saucer on PS1. With the annoying sled moogles and trees and everything at the big wider part on the beginner course being fully reinstated too. Oh, by the way, the Moogle races were a part of the saucer variety too. You just had to get real good to unlock them. Same with the expert course, which is also readily available on Flip from the Flip. And it's a really cool course, sleekly showing off some shimmering icy caves, crazy turns, and purple sunset rocks. I did really well. Yeah, the middle course has the sandy part, which I always thought was kinda odd, but then you can also change the race moog to a cactuar instead, so why the fuck not? Fuck it, desert mode, chocobo mode. Another option is checkerboard, which turns every course into a visual mindfrick. Wonder if maybe this is more of a performance mode or something, cause by all means this is one pretty looking game for the hardware. Cloud's model has a lot more definition and shading than he did on PS1 for one, and for two, they are just outright showing off with some of these obstacles as well, like the big spinning cubes. Are you kidding me? Sure, they're there on PS1 and transparent, but there's less of them. So, Docomo, Foma, P900, IV, Panasonic, Final Fantasy VII, Cloud Phone, Orange does what PS1 isn't. Come on, not again. If I honestly was to change or add anything, it's that I'd encrustify the shop pre-render, put the simplest menu over it, within which the player could use their points to buy upgrades to give it all a smidge more longevity and give purpose to the balloons that had one at the saucer in OG, though I don't know what technicals and limitations they were rolling with here, so maybe shit like that just wasn't in the cards. Still, even then, as it stands, this is a surprisingly fun small arcade game. I could hella see this being great on a bus ride, like Square. Goddamn. Put this back out. Drop that shit on smartphones, it'll be cute. Load it up with all the gotcha garbage for all I care. As long as I can cruise on down snowy Swipe Mountains, I'll be happy. Shout out my good friend Lexi for helping me with getting this to run and even bringing to my attention at all that these flip phone games are relatively easily accessible now. Check out her vids for real. The recent piss game one is great. And also, shout out to my Patreons. I often do these really elaborate credit sequences mid-video, but I think just this once y'all can let me get away with something that isn't going to take longer to edit than the rest of the fucking video will. Legit though, thank you so much. Y'all make my life what it is, and given that the housing arc now, after 3 years, finally ended, that life is pretty darn great. And also thanks everyone else, just even for watching as well. Shit really means a lot. It does. It's hard to script things like this sometimes and make it sound genuine when I'm reading it. So I'm going off script now. I'm going rogue. That's how genuine I'm being. Goddamn. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.